Hey everyone, and welcome to Isms by Josie. Today I'm going to be doing, I'm going to continue the Crafter Square kit, completing the bee. But before I do that, I am going to be doing an unboxing. We're going to be doing a dual unboxing from 5 and Below and MelodySusie. For my returning subscribers, thank you so much for tuning in. And for my new viewers, please consider subscribing, share, hit that like button, leave a comment below, and click on that notification bell for future videos. Hi, Pamela. Happy Friday. How are you? Let me know if I'm coming in okay, if there's any weird echoing. I've got 2 cameras going because this workstation is too small to house any boxes really. But yeah, but before we continue the bee, I am going to be doing an unboxing with some nail stuff as well as some crochet stuff. When I scoot on over to the other video, I won't be able to see your comments. So hopefully you all can hear me. And hi Jeannie, happy Friday. How are you? I'm gonna head over to the other camera. If you can't hear me, hopefully, I think hubby's on here, so he'll be able to let me know if you guys are having any issues hearing me out. But I'm gonna waddle over to the other camera, you guys. Hold on. Okay, I'm over here in this camera. I even forgot to bring some of this other stuff that I got. Okay, so I did a little mini haul. Let's go over the first bit of it. This is an Amazon find, and I had to restock on my numbers. So these are the numbers that I use in my little nail boxes. Man, I don't understand why they need to staple it shut. Okay. But when I do my nail boxes, I put the sizes of the nails, and I was running out of the numbers. And then I didn't know there was an option to choose. The last one that I got silver and gold, and I'm more of a silver person, so I didn't know I had the option to choose all silver. So all of these are just really tiny stickers. So I'm glad I got these. All right. Because I do have a couple of sets that I'm going to be working on that I'm going to stuff in a box. Okay. Next bit here, this was actually like a little giveaway that Sandra's Sparkly Sets was doing. So I had one, and she gave out like a gift card via PayPal, and then I just ended up getting some MelodySusie using her discount code as a way to kind of be like, thank you, and hopefully I can give back. So I needed these for quite some time, but I wasn't really doing nails on my hands anymore, so I didn't have to get these right away. I ended up actually getting some of these for a mini giveaway that I gave to, I think, Bridget. So I was eventually going to get these, and now I did. So these are our carbide bits. I love the unicorn looking ones, and there's different kinds. So I just got these to replace the ones that I have. And there's different courses from fine to medium to coarse. That was pretty cool. I think now I got to get myself like a stand or something. So can't wait to use these, because as you see here, these nails that I've had on are from 5 weeks ago. Can you believe that? And I'm sure there's some sort of lifting, but for the most part, these suckers are on there. And on top of that, which will not be fun for me to file off, because as much as I love these drills, e-filing and filing, I mean, e-filing is such a pain for me because it's a lot of work. You would think that manually filing is a lot of work, but I actually enjoy manual filing. But either way, it's amount of work that I'm gonna have to do, and these suckers are so on there. So I'm gonna have to put some elbow grease. But on top of that, I put on the glass top coat from Varnail, and it's still glassy. It's really shiny, so I'm shocked. But anyway, I also got this drill bit cleaner. I needed one of these forever, so now I got that. We have soft bristles, and we have the rough bristles, stiff bristles. So can't wait to use that. All right. So that was MelodySusie. Thank you so much, Sandra, for hosting that mini giveaway. I think that might have been the members giveaway. So if you want to check out her perks, go on her channel and check it out. She's always posting extra videos and stuff on there. So, all right. So now this kind of stumbled upon me because I'm always, you know, reading comments and replying, and someone had said that they have the donut that they found at 5 and Below, but it's for knitting. They didn't say 5 and Below, actually. They saw my Dollar Tree post, and they said they have the same donut, but for knitting. And when I heard knitting, I was like, oh, because I actually like knitting more than I like crocheting. So I said, oh, can you share the instructions? Because I would love to make it with knitting. So she's like, oh, sorry, it was actually 5 and Below. So that turned on the bell. I was like, oh, 5 and Below does these kits too? So I went on their website, and this is all that I can get off their website. It looks like they had more stuff, but it's out of stock. So, and it's knitting though. This is wonderful. Because this is a whole different world, and these characters, these things are so cute, so I can't wait to try it. So we have the donut. I'm going to open each one, and again, if you are commenting, I'm going to have to read back when I get back to my desk, because I can't see the messages, but this is going to be so cool. Oh, look how cute. Night and day, you guys. Crochet versus knitting. Yeah. I haven't knitted in a very long time, too, so hopefully I remember. I remember. I just looked at those instructions on it. Creeped me out. Now, oh, I almost got creeped out. Like, this is it? All right. Looks like you get the needles in here. Do they say, like, the size? They might say it in the book, but they definitely don't show the size. But how cute are these? These are probably the smallest knitting needles I have. Not the skinniest, but the smallest. And then you get your stuffing in here. And I really just jammed everything in here. You have your felt and your little plastic needle. Cute. Can't wait to try this. I don't know when I'm going to find time to try this, but I'm going to have to shift things around a little bit, maybe. And then you get the yarn. Guess all the sprinkle yarn, and then you get the main donut yarn. It's going to be all pink, I guess. So that should be fun. It's a little worrisome that this is as much as you get, but maybe that will be enough. So that is in the donut kit. Doesn't knit me. Again, happy Friday to everyone, especially those that came in before I started this live, because I cannot see any of your comments at the moment. I'm just going to unbox these and then I'll head back to my desk. Okay, so next we have this really cute boba buddy. I'm not a fan of boba, but this is probably gonna go to somebody I know that is obsessed with boba. Oh look, I guess I didn't notice. It does tell you what you get in here. So this is all that you get. That's supposed to be the straw. Yeah. Oh, cute. Ooh, look how pretty colors. The yarn feels soft too. So these kits, you guys, are like $3. The Dollar Tree ones are $1.25. But who's to say which one is better? I'll have to work these out and see. But it's two completely different animals. This is knitting. So yeah, we have the same kind of instructions. That's interesting. Where's the abbreviations? Boba Buddy. Wow, they like write everything out, I feel. So you don't even get to see the abbreviations. That's like the fun part. I guess they made this beginner friendly. We'll see how beginner friendly it really is, though. Oh man, now I have to actually read. I'll admit, I hate having to read instructions. Okay. It looks like we have our stuffing here, the same color needles. If anyone has ever been in a 5 and below, that is one of my stores I cannot go to, because I'll come back out with a ton of stuff. Oh wow, look at this pipe cleaner. Super soft, very cute. And there's 2 of them in there. When I was looking on their website, it looks like they actually have trademark stuff there too. They have Star Wars, they have Lilo and Stitch. I didn't look too much into it, but those were a couple of things they had. Their yarn is so cute. Look at the colors. This one is, I just opened it, didn't even care. This one's called Watermelony. I can't. And it feels really soft, but I can already see the quality is not that great, so it's going to definitely split when I'm trying to knit. Ooh, and I hope it comes with the green knitting needles. And all of this are origami. What are we doing? Oh, no watermelon. All right. I hope this is beginner friendly. Oh, yay, we get green ones. Put these in your hair. I had a ton of these, but mine were really long. I would put them in my hair, but only around the house because it looked crazy. Mine, were really long. Okay. Oh, goodness. Last but not least, we have bread and butter. Look how cute this stinking thing is. Oh, toast color. same needles. And all the other, oh, there's probably a yellow butter. Pat of butter. Oh my God, stop it. It's a sticker of felt. That's going to be your butter. How cute. I can't. And then this last piece here. This was, I think, $5 or something like that. And I got it because my sister loves Harry Potter. So I got this to give to her. It's a journal. And it's like the Marauder's map. So these footprints are supposed to light up, or something's supposed to light up and show footprints. So this is going to be funny to give her. And I'm sure she'll use the journal part of it at least. So not bad for the price. But yeah, so I got all this stuff from Five and Below that I can't wait to try out. Then we got our MelodySusie stuff. I love new drill bits. It's like opening like a board game and smelling it or something. Right, just showing my true colors. But yeah, and then my little numbers from Amazon. Okay, so now that I've done my unboxing here, I'm going to head back to my desk to complete the bee. Sip my coffee. It's one of those days. And then I'm going to read your comments. So if you see this going away, I'm still going to be here. Hold on. All right. Let me remove you. Just have this guy. Like technical mess here. All right, let me read my comments. Hi Bramble, happy Friday. Let's see. Oh, Jeannie, are you feeling sick? Let me see. Oh, headaches are the worst. Make sure you hydrate. Oh, knitting takes a bit, but once you get going, it's one of those things you hardly ever have to look at while you're doing. So I like knitting because I can legit watch television and not really look at what I'm doing, but I do simple stitching. So I would make I made these pocket scarves that I don't know if I posted any on my Etsy at, up, presently, but in the past I posted some pocket scarves because I don't do purses. So I needed pockets. So I made pockets on my scarves and I will sometimes wear them all year round. But I'll sit there and I'll just crank out a bunch of these scarves and they're all the same stitch. So I can sit and watch a whole movie and just knit and not even really look. Let's see. I was gonna say they look like chopsticks, but I don't want to gross anybody out. Let me see. Oh yeah. Yeah, so I have my 2 phones. I know, right? My life is crazy. And if I could only figure it out, I don't need all this stuff. But I have 2 phones and a laptop. And I have all your comments showing up on the laptop. But the laptop is like a 17-incher. So I can't lug that everywhere I go. So it's sitting next to my desk. Oh, that's good you took something. Yeah, you don't want to start off your weekend with a headache. Sometimes I'll be like, it's not too bad, but I'll just hit some Advil because I got some stuff to do on the weekend. My own agenda. Yeah, buttered toast is the best. Yeah, I agree. Any stickers, but who knows? Maybe it's like a fabric sticker, and sometimes those really like last. But I wash anything that I make, I wash. Especially if I use it over and over again, I'm gonna wash it. So I can imagine that that would possibly peel off over time, but you can take a tapestry needle and some yellow yarn and just sew a perimeter around it so that it doesn't come off, or just skip the whole sticker altogether and just sew on yellow yarn. Oh, well, if you ever watch my knitting videos when I do it, you might end up learning more. Okay, so let's finish this, you guys. Hopefully I'll keep the rambling to a minimum. But where we left off, we've got to do round 12. So we have to finish the body, and then it seems like we've got to make the wings. And then sew it together. I'm gonna put the eyes before I stuff. But that seems so little. But yeah, I'm probably gonna redo the bee in an actual video, because I was trying to just like get the video of the live to post it on my videos list, because not everybody goes to the lives list. And I didn't like the quality at all, really. I guess I'm so used to the nail videos being nice and clear. But yeah, so let me see. Oh, accidentally tear up the sticker. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, and I don't really like sewing, to be honest. I'd probably use the crochet needle to hook to like, put some yellow in a square pattern, something like that. Anyway, hopefully everybody had a nice Easter. It's crazy how you think of these days and they just fly by and you're like, whoa, did that just happen? So Easter came and went, and I realized it, but it just felt like I didn't, because it was that quick. But hopefully everybody had a nice Easter. And then, we have the next holiday coming up. So, okay. So we're going to go straight into this. We are going to chain 1, and then we're going to do 30 single crochet stitches in the black. And I've got to this weekend, I say it, I probably won't have time for it, like I never have time for it, but I got to remake my makeshift patio screen. I don't know what happened last year. We had a bunch of bees coming through the wall of our storage outside our patio. And so I had sewn up with Velcro and mesh fabric this really nice screen to prevent, mosquitoes. We have stink bugs up in here. So I can sit out there and enjoy the weather. Occasionally I'll go out there and work. I do have an electrical grill, so I'll be grilling out there too. Dexter he's been begging to go out, and I'm not gonna do it without the screen there. But last year we had some bees coming in from a different side this time, so I had to ruin it's been 2 years already. I've been using this screen that I made with the Velcro and the mesh fabric, and I had to move it around. So I'm pulling at the fabric and everything, and it just looked like a hot mess at the end of the summer last year. So I just chucked it, and I said, I'll just sew another one. And So I think I gotta do that this weekend because I want to start planting. I've got my seeds, and I just realized if I put this screen up, I can do my seedlings in the pot because it's gonna block out the squirrels. The stinking squirrels, they love to hang out on my patio too. Dexter watches them every morning, and they're always scratching in my flower bed, but you know, with the screen, they won't be able to. So I got to get that started because I want to start planning and then hopefully get produce early so I can stop buying it at the store because it's expensive. All right. Counting back 30, and we're going to do a slip stitch. 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, 21, 24, 27, 30. Right, count back to 30, stick your hook into the 30th stitch, and I just realized that I didn't show how to do a single crochet stitch. These lives just definitely throw me off. All right, to do a slip stitch, stick your hook into the 30th stitch, yarn over, and pull through all the loops. I'm going to remove my marker from the previous row, and I'm going to stick it under the last stitch that we made. Let me see. Also, I tried using Granny Square video the other day, and somehow I messed up on the first row right off the bat. Oh. Yeah, I mean, it's weird because you have to go around. So, like, you know, you keep rotating the thing and you have to make sure. Once upon a time, I put too many corners in there when we all know a square has 4. But once you get that down, you can do so much. I think that's why a lot of people like the granny square. I don't like holes in my projects, so I like doing stuff like this. But try it again. I'm sure each time you do, it'll get easier. All right, for rounds 3 through 14, we're gonna I have to change to yellow. And it begins. I always forget to change color though, so. All right, so I'm gonna remove the slip stitch because we have to change back to yellow. So I'm gonna like gently pull this, and hopefully you guys seen the part 1 because I just started and I didn't really show how to do a single crochet stitch, and I normally do in every video. These lives definitely threw me off, so I'm gonna grab my yellow instead of the black, and I'm gonna do a slip stitch with that. Are we ever gonna go back to black? No. All right, looks like that was the last bit of black anyway. They have the red text to be black. So what I'm going to do now is I'm actually going to, first let's do our slip stitch. All right. So in our 30th, I think, I don't want to count back. It was probably this one. Stick your hook into the 30th stitch, and we're going to do that slip stitch over again, but we're going to do it with yellow. So yarn over and pull that through both loops. And then we're going to stick our marker back into the last stitch we made. And then we're going to cut this black because we won't be needing it again. So you can cut off to get like about 1 inch of a tail or so. Oh, and I have my bee scissors. Those are the old ones, though. I don't know why I don't use my new ones. Where are the new ones? They're in here somewhere. Maybe not. I was playing around with this stuff the other day. Ugh, maybe I used it. But I don't really use my new ones anymore. Okay, so I'm going to just tie like a couple of knots, loose knots around the yellow to make sure that I secure the black yarn because I don't want to lose any of my stitching. Like that. And then we're going to move on with the yellow. Okay, so for the next 2 rounds, we're going to do 30 single crochet stitches. So it's fairly simple. And just gather up some yarn. That's fine, Jeannie. When I do nails, I get a little nervous being thrown up on the TV because, I mean, after knowing you guys watch on the TV, it's like, oh, I can't make even the smallest mistake. You'll see that. All right, let me see. Okay. So we're going to chain one. So yarn over and pull this through the loop. And then we're going to do a single crochet stitch, and I'll show you how to do one this time. Go into the next stitch, put in your hook, and it's black, so it's going to be hard to see, but on your end, you might be able to see it better. We're going to yarn over, pull up a loop, and then you're going to yarn over again and pull through 2 loops. And that's a single crochet stitch. Again, put your hook into the next stitch, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2 loops. And you have 2 single crochet stitches in your chain stitch. Into the next stitch, put in your hook, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2 loops. So I'm just going to do this all the way around. And I normally count after, so I don't have to count twice. But always good to count twice, especially when the stitches are a high number, just to make sure. This bee is looking a lot larger than I thought it would be. So I find it a little bit crazy that it's just the body and then it's the wings and you're done. I mean, I'm not hating because as soon as I start these projects, that's how fast I want them to be done. But it's very simple. So I think that's good for beginners. A nice short one. There's a little bit complexity, like switching out on the colors. But yeah, it's pretty amazing that, you know, there's no legs. I mean, I guess that would be difficult to do unless they threw in pipe cleaners in there. I don't know. But okay. Count back to 30 and then do a slip stitch. 3, 5, 10. 30. Right, we're going to do our slip stitch, yarn over, and pull through all the loops off your hook. Replace the marker to the last stitch you made. Okay, then we're going to do this one more time. 30 single crochet stitches. I still have to finish that bag, so I might do that Saturday or Sunday. I can't wait to, like, I'm kind of dreading the effort I'm going to have to put into these nails since they're pretty stuck on there. But I can't wait to get them off because I do have a special set that I'm going to do for myself. You know, I'm not going to get too much into it, but it's going to just be a special set for me, and I hope that it comes out really nice. The only thing is I want to keep them on for as long as I can. The problem is they're long. I'm going to pick long nails, so they're going to be like yay big. And I know it might be a problem with my videos. So maybe I'll do one and see if someone yells at me. The other day I had someone yell at me for being confusing. And I'm like, yeah, I'm pretty confused myself too. So Anyway, let's chain 1, and then we're going to do 30 single crochet stitches. Okay. Yeah, be careful with your extra pieces, not to crochet that in. Let's see. I've forgotten how to count them. This is bringing me back to childhood. I started learning how, but was always wonky, so I didn't continue with it. Yeah, yeah, I don't know how I stuck with it, but I guess I like different forms of torture. Just kidding. I just, I had to make a lot of my own stuff. I couldn't just go out and buy it. So, and then on top of that, and this was probably illegal, but like, once I learned how to crochet, I crocheted a friendship bracelets and I sold it in school because I wanted some extra money to whatever, and then I ended up, getting, some stuff for band. I played the saxophone. I did this with my best friend. I taught her how to crochet after I learned it, and then we ended up doing that. And then years down the road, like, maybe a few years back now, I sold these in elementary school. That's how young I was when I learned. And I found out a few years ago that you're not supposed to sell things at school. So, whoops. I was a kid anyway. This week is the NFL draft. If anybody knows or cares, we kind of make it a holiday here. So hubby's been having a couple days off. I'm gonna take off Monday because I have a lot of stuff to do. I need to catch up on. Obviously, I always have to catch up on YouTube stuff. It's so sad, but we're watching that this weekend. 3, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Stick your hook into the 30th stitch. Then we're going to do our slip stitch. Okay, and replace the marker. Okay. Round 15. So we're going to chain 1. We're going to do 3 single crochet stitches, a decreasing stitch 6 times, a slip stitch, and end up with 24 stitches. Right. I actually, after my business trips, I found out that one of my coworkers also likes reality TV. So I was elated. I am the only, well, there's only 2 people here, but I am the only one in this household that shamelessly watches and is proud of all the reality shows you can possibly throw at me. Not all, but a lot of them. And now that there's someone else I can talk to about it, like I have been keeping up. Oh, all right, let's stop that for a minute. Okay, we're going to chain 1. Let's do 3 single crochet stitches. 1, 2, 3, and then I'll show you how to do a decreasing stitch. That's basically taking 2 stitches and turning it into 1. So stick your hook into the next stitch. We're going to yarn over and pull up a loop. Then you're going to go into the next stitch, put in your hook, yarn over, pull up a loop. So now you should have 3 loops on your hook. We're going to yarn over and you're going to pull through all 3 loops. So we turned 2 stitches into 1. So now we just have to repeat this 5 more times, 3 single crochet stitches, 1, 2, 3. We're going to do a decreasing stitch into the next stitch, yarn over, pull up a loop, into the next stitch, put in your hook, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, and pull through all 3 loops. Then we have to repeat this 4 more times. 3 single crochet stitches, 1, 2, and 3. Do a decreasing stitch into the next stitch, yarn over, pull up a loop, into the next stitch, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, and pull through all 3 loops. Then we just have to repeat this 3 more times. Yeah, so now that I'm caught up, I've been kind of hooked on crime documentaries on Netflix. It's real bad. I'm binging them. Like, that's something that hubby does, and I just took over and started watching as many as I can this whole week. So I've seen so many different ones, and they're so much fun. It's terrible. But yeah, I was kind of running out of things to watch. All the current shows, I'm caught up. And if I go into the old stuff on my list, I can do movies, but all the other stuff for TV shows, and there's like 1,000 seasons in each one, so I can't really start that yet. Anyway, I'm going to count 24 stitches and do a slip stitch. 3, 5, 10, 15, 20, 24. Stick your hook into the 24th stitch. And let me just double check if that's 24. It should be 5, 3, 10, 3, 15, 20, 24. Slip stitch, remove the marker, place it with the last stitch you made. Then we're going to do round 16. Chain 1, 2 single crochet stitches, a decreasing stitch 6 times, slip stitch, and end up with 18 stitches. Moonshiners. I have so many, and it got to a point today. I ended up doing Modern Family because I was on Peacock, and I finished so many things. That's where like all my reality shows are mostly. So I was in my list and I went all the way to the bottom because I need to clear that stuff out. And I saw Modern Family, so I started that today. It's pretty funny, but I'll probably do another murder documentary. All right, chain 1, 2 single crochet stitches, a decreasing stitch. Repeat this 5 more times. 2 single crochet stitches, a decreasing stitch. Repeat this 4 more times. 2 single crochet stitches, a decreasing stitch, and we're just going to repeat this 3 more times. You know, what I also like to do is watch movies from a universe. So Like, for example, all the like Annabelle movies. I mean, I go straight to horror because that's what I do all the time. But yeah, anything that has more than one movie in it. But what I also like to do, so last night I saw Stepford Wives with Nicole Kidman, and I watched it because I have saved on my YouTube playlist is the Stepford Wives from 1970s. So I can't wait to watch that because I remember watching Stepford Wives when it came out. I didn't watch it in theater, but as soon as it was on TV, I saw it on cable. I saw it and I thought it was kind of like a cool idea. I mean, it was obviously really wrong, but um, ugh, I did that backwards. Um, it was like the whole idea of the movie, and I'm not gonna spoil anything, but they already had done that in the 70s, so it's crazy how sometimes you like a movie and then you find out that the original was like from decades ago. So I gotta watch that at some point this weekend. All right, so I'm gonna count back. It's getting too small for my liking, so I think we have to fiber fill after round 17, but that's the row that we're gonna do next. I think at this point, after round 16, I'm gonna sew on the eyes, the mouth, and then stuff. But I'm gonna count back 18 stitches and do a slip stitch. 3, 5, 10, 15, 18. So have there like been any movies where you saw The Most Present and then found out that it's a remake from like a long time ago? Oh man. Okay, for the eyes I'm going to use the black yarn. I'm really actually tempted. I think it gave me, did it not? I think it gave me embroidery floss for the mouth, but I have no idea where they put that thing. See, normally in this case I'd pause it, but I think I have, yeah, I have this. This might actually be it. I have so many of these things flopping around. I don't know what I'm doing. All right. So I'm going to take this. I'm going to cut a bit of it. We're going to do the eyes. I think I want to check, but they just use illustrations to show you where to put the eyes, which I feel like sometimes other kits tell you what row to put them in, which is very helpful. Yeah, true crimes are fascinating. What's also fascinating is when you find out there's an actual movie based on it. So I just saw one about the Cecil Hotel, and there's a lot of movies that were inspired by that and other murder documentaries on that. But um apparently the one that I saw was of a Canadian. I'm gonna pull this out, a large loop. I don't want to deal with the hook flapping around, so I'm gonna take the hook out. Let me see the instructions for the eyes. Wings, body, sew the bee's mouth. I didn't tell you about the eyes. Or does it? 23. Where is road? What? I guess that's only picture 23. Okay. Well, here it is. Oh, I love it. Okay. I'm going to count the rows to see that it's on. 1, 2, 3. It looks like it's between rows 3 and 4. But anyway, yeah, a Canadian that died at that hotel, and they made a movie out of it. So I was thinking about watching that movie, but I don't know. Okay. I want to pick a nice side. You know, where the top looks nice, the sides look nice. So we do have that slip stitch floating around that I want to not see. So, okay. So I'm going to count between 3 and 4 rows. 1, 2, 3. Really? Yeah, right. 1, 2, 3, 4. I guess so. All right. And then I want to pick a spot in between the 3rd and 4th row. I have to constantly look. I want it to be the same. Okay. So I'm just going to stick this up through here. And I'm going to use a stitch to go around. I'm going to make sure I don't pull it all the way out. I want to leave myself a nice tail that I can tie to later. But I am going to then put it around a stitch. You just have to make like one big ball over here. And so when I do this before I stuff, I mean, this just seems easier to do it this way. Oh, I actually saw something this week. It was called the Murdoch Murders. That one was insane. That one took place in South Carolina, actually. And that guy, very bad guy. And it makes you wonder, you know, what really happened to all those people. Okay. So now I'm just going to go on the other side. One, 2, 3. Can never get this right. It's hard to make it so even. And it's hard to make it the same. It's always different. This one looks like a dang triangle. What? All right. I think that eye looks bigger than the other one. Oh, well. Okay. I'm going to tie this up on the other side, invert this a little bit so I can get in here. And I'm going to double knot it. Let's triple. The yarn is so like smooth and slippery, I feel like the knots are going to come out. Okay. Now I'm going to do the mouth. And I'm going to use the embroidery floss. Thanks, Bramble. It is looking pretty cute. Yeah, I can't wait till it's done. I just want to see what it looks like. I get so impatient with projects. But yesterday when I was filming the bag, I thought I could finish everything in one video, and I'm like, oh no, that's not gonna happen. I just wanted it done so I can see it. All right, now we gotta sew on the mouth. This is what it looks like. It looks like it's between 1 and 2. Yeah, that's kind of close. Oh well. There's not much of this black to work with. Why even bother putting it in here? So I'm going to try to figure this out. So I don't know if this is going to work, but I put it the length of the smile or the mouth that I want it. And then I went right in the middle and I stuck the needle through the loop. So hopefully when I pull it, it kind of keeps it bowed like this. And then I'm going to tuck this back into the bee. As I'm doing this, guys, I'm thinking about my bee and my car I mentioned last week is in the shop and they can't find a part for it, so I don't know if they're going to be able to fix it. And that bee's been with me since like 2008. So it's really sad that it's not technically an engine issue. It's just finding a part so that I can shift in reverse, like, or park or anything. Oh man. I've been through so much with that car, like good memories. All right, I'm going to tie this up 3 times too. I wish, you can all keep the things you want to keep forever in your life. I know it's just the car, but it's the only thing that, like, I don't have much. I don't need much, but there are a few things in my life that have lasted that long. It's a very close circle of friends and a very close number of family friends. Well, if they're friends this long, they're pretty much family friends too. So let's just say family friends. and that car. And of course Dexter. So it's just sad when you have to say bye to things like that. But hopefully they find a part. Hopefully he can make one up. I don't know. Okay. So here's the mouth. I am going to get back to the next round. I'm going to stick my hook back into this loop. We're going to tighten this up a little bit. And then we're going to continue on our way here. So we're going to do round 17, chain 1, 1 single crochet stitch, 1 decreasing stitch. 6 times and end up with 12 stitches. And then after that, we're going to stuff it with fiberfill. Yeah. They stopped making my car. So it's crazy. You know how old you are when they don't even make your car anymore. All right, single crochet stitch, decreasing stitch, single crochet stitch, decreasing stitch, single crochet stitch, decreasing stitch, single, decreasing, oops, what am I doing here? Decreasing, single, decreasing, single, and decreasing. Okay. I'm going to count back 12 and do a slip stitch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. It's really hard for me to keep my stitches consistent when I'm decreasing. It looks a little sad, actually. So hopefully you guys can do better than I did. Replace the marker. And then I'm going to take the fiberfill, which is this, and we're going to stuff. I think the problem is I'm not finding that many horror movies anymore. I think I've watched so many that, man, they put the tape all the way around. I've watched so many horror movies. You know, I go through these streaming hubs and I'm like, I've seen it. Seen it, seen it. Did I see that? I think I saw that. So I guess I'm going straight to documentaries now. I'm just going to put the whole thing in here. I mean, I don't think you have to. It all depends on how you like your firmness. But I like mine to be pretty firm. Ooh, this is getting full. Might not be able to fit everything in here. Oh, okay. And again, if you're lucky enough to have the Dollar Tree that does sell the fiber fill bags, I would get them because some kits have more than enough, other kits don't. Or even sometimes I like really firm dolls, and I feel like what they give you is not enough. All right, round 18, we are getting there. We're going to chain 1, 6 decreasing stitches, slip stitch, and end up with 6 stitches. Chain 1, 6 decreasing stitches, two, three, four, I didn't get both. loops on this. Okay. I'm going to remove this marker. We're going to count back 6 and do a slip stitch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Slip stitch. And then it doesn't say it, but we're going to fasten off because it looks like we're done with this. We just have to do the wings. So I'm going to cut off a little bit, like 1.5 inches or so. To fasten off, you just have to yarn over and then pull that through the loop all the way out. And then we're going to pull on this tail to tighten it up. And then you're just going to weave the tail in and out of the 6 stitches on here. And pull it tight to close that hole. And I'm going to do another fasten off here. Just grab a stitch nearby. We're going to yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull all the way out, tighten it up again. And then I'm going to go just under the surface of the bee, avoiding the fiber fill. I'm going to come up where this tail is. We're going to yarn over, and I'm going to drag it down into the bee until that tail is completely gone. If you can pull out the needle without pulling fiber fill, that's great. If you can't, you can always just poke it straight through anywhere else in the bee and then pull it out. Okay. Got my Chubbs McGee bee. Hi, Tanya. Happy Friday. Thanks, Jeannie. There's your friend here watching. Definitely gonna take a nap. I'm not gonna interact a lot. That's okay. I've done that before, actually. I think there was another crocheter channel I'd try to watch during lunch, and there were some lunches that I really needed a nap. So I told her I'd leave it on. I was taking a nap. I've been so exhausted this week. I wanted to take a nap, but these meetings, man, they're supposed to be 30 minutes long, and then I get my lunch. They weren't. They were like an hour long, and it ran into my lunch. And then right after lunch is a training that's like an hour long. So it's just been like that all week. No lunch really. And I know I could say something, but it's fine. I work from home, so it's not going to hurt me if I don't have lunch for an hour, because I can eat during the day. It's not a big deal. But man, I was so exhausted. Okay, so making the bees' wings. Oh, they're just going to be flat out circles. Okay, this should be fine. All right, so we're going to do the adjustable ring here. So to do that, you're going to take the yarn and wrap it 3 times around your finger. You want a little bit of this over your index so that you can hold it down with your middle. Tighten up these strands if you need to. Then we're going to palm up. And then I'm going to take our hook and stick it underneath the 3 strands. We're going to pull this hook out and we're going to drag this strand underneath these 2. Like that. And then once we're here, I'm going to yarn over and we're going to pull this strand through the loop. And I'm going to let go of my middle finger. I'm going to slip the rings off of my index. And then we're going to start round 1. So for round 1, we're going to chain 1. And we're going to do 6 single crochet stitches. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. All right, once we get 6 single crochet stitches on here, we have to close our magic ring. So just gently hold the bottom stitches here. This is where you have that little tail sticking out. We have 2 loops going in our stitches. We're going to pull this tail and find out which one of these loops is going to go in first. So slowly pull the tail and keep an eye out for which loop goes in first. So as I saw here, this back loop is going in. I'm going to pull out the lower half of this loop that started to go in. Don't pull on top here. You want to pull down here where there's the excess piece. So we're going to pull that out. And as we're pulling that out, the other loop is going to start going in. And you want to keep pulling out this bottom half until that other loop is completely disappeared inside the ring. Once you get here, you might still have a hole. You want to now pull the tail, the excess piece, and pull it till the second loop goes in as well. And you'll pull it till it's completely gone. And then to make sure you close off that hole, we're going to pull in the opposite direction and up. And you'll feel a little bit more just come out. And then when you look back, there's not going to be a hole anymore. Okay. So then I'm just going to do my slip stitch and then we're going to continue to the next round. So count back 6 stitches from the hook. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Stick your hook into the 6th stitch. You're going to yarn over and pull through all the loops off your hook. And we're going to take the marker and put it in the last stitch we made. And we can start our next round. All right, so for round 2, we're going to chain 1, 6 increasing stitches, a slip stitch, and end up with 12 stitches. So chain 1, and an increasing stitch is basically taking 1 stitch and turning it into 2 stitches by doing 2 single crochet stitches in that 1 stitch. So into the next stitch, put in your hook, and we're going to do 2 single crochet stitches in this 1 stitch. So yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2 loops. We're going to go back into that same stitch we just used. You're going to yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, and pull through 2 loops. So it's pretty light. I don't know if you could see it, but we have 2 single crochet stitches in that 1 stitch. So now we just have to repeat this 5 more times. Into the next stitch, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2 loops. Put your hook into that same stitch we just used, yarn over and pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2 loops. One more time with you guys. Into the next stitch, put in your hook, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2 loops. Then into that same stitch we just used, put in your hook, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2 loops. So now we just have to repeat this 3 more times. 3 increasing stitches. 1, 2, and 3. Remove the marker. We're going to count back 12, and we're going to do a slip stitch. 3, 6, 9, 12. Put in your hook. And do a slip stitch. And we're going to put our marker in the last stitch we made. Okay. And then we're going to do the last round on here. Chain 1 single crochet stitch, an increasing stitch 6 times, do a slip stitch, and end up with 18 stitches. Just gather up some yarn here. And the way they had it, it's all tangled. I'm just really struggling right now. Oh, thanks, Pam. Yeah, I can't wait to get these two and then sew it onto the back of the bee. Okay. So chain 1 and do a single crochet stitch. Single crochet stitch, an increasing stitch, repeat this 5 more times, single crochet stitch, an increasing stitch, 4 more times, single crochet stitch, increasing stitch, and then 3 more times. 1, 2, and 3. Remove the marker, count back 18 stitches, and do a slip stitch. 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18. Slip stitch. We don't need the marker anymore. That was the last round. Leave enough yarn for yarn tails for sewing. I don't know how much I'm going to need, so I'll probably give myself more than I need. Then we're going to fasten off. So yarn over, pull all the way out, tighten it up, and then we're going to just do one more of these. So normally the parts that I have to do 2 of, oh, I don't know what I'm doing. I usually do off camera. So this one, I won't have to go through step by step. Yarn. The way they bundled it up too, it's not even a loop. Like keep it in a loop. It's like weird. It's like they folded it. Okay. Chain 1 and do my 6 single crochet stitches. Ah. And I'm just gonna try to like breeze through this last piece. I've got to end up filming more after this live. I got to do tomorrow night's video. 3, 6. Three, 6, 9, 12. Ah, this is where I'd normally like play a TV show or I have my DVD player here. Not that I have a problem with silence. I just, prefer not to have it. But I think it's more because I like to do multiple things at one time. I cannot do one thing and that's it. I have to be doing a few other things as well. Dexter must be real tired. He normally is bothering me by now. Okay. All right. 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18. And I don't know what's going on. I'm noticing that the quality in the video is not bad today. I don't know what happened. It usually isn't that great. Oh no. I split the yarn. Oh well. Okay, fastening this off. We're gonna sew this together and check out our bee. It doesn't really tell you how to do it too, so we gotta figure this out. Cause I want it like, upright. Probably more like this, but that's not gonna happen. All right. So it tells you to it shows you to sew it together and then sew it onto the body. But we have to deal with these tails. Normally we tuck these in. Um, we can leave these and then cut it just a little bit. I mean, this is not going to unravel because we got this stuck in the magic ring. But just to have a little bit of tail, I guess. I'm going to do the same for this side. Eh. Where's my needle? Let's take this one. Okay. Let's see. Sew them together. I gotta visualize this in my head. Takes me about a minute, and I'm tired. We want it to lay. We want the good side to show. This is the good side. If you didn't know that, it's the side that doesn't have that piece just sticking out in the middle. But since these pieces are going to be exposed, we want to have the nicer side to show up and the bad side to kind of show down. I'm going to sew these two together as illustrated. And I'm going to go around maybe like 2 times, 3 times. We'll see how I feel with 2. You just want to make sure that it's there. I'm actually going to use 2 stitches. If you line up the stitches, that's how I'm using it. I'm going to use another. I'm going to use 2 stitches to bind these together. And then once I got that, I'm going to take my bee. It looks like they're putting the needle through the first band of black. So I'm going to try to find the middle of my bee. It falls in between 2 blacks, so that doesn't really work. But I'm just going to go around 2 of them then. I'm going to go through 2 stitches of the black. Oh my gosh. And then go through the wings. And then go through the yellow. And go through another stitch. And then I'm actually going to go through another ring of black. I'll probably end up cutting this. Looks like we didn't need 2 of them. I'm going to go into that same stitch. Oh, maybe I'll use it to tie a knot. Okay. So I've got this on there, suckers on there. Yeah, maybe I'll use this. It just doesn't feel, it's just flapping. I'll probably just cut this. The one of the tails from the other wing, I'm just going to cut off. All right. What I'm going to do with this one, actually, I'm going to go through 2 of those stitches. We're going to do a fasten off. So stick your hook into, I used a black row, 2 stitches. I'm yarning over. I'm pulling up a loop on the other side. You can see that. And then I'm going to yarn over and I'm going to pull that through the loop all the way out to make my knot. And I'm going to tighten that. Okay. Then I'm going to cut this down a bit. And again, just go right under the surface of the bee, avoiding the fiber fill or stuffing. Come up where the tail is. You're going to yarn over and we're going to pull it into the bee until that tail is gone. And then again, if you can't remove the hook without pulling out fiber fill, then you can just push through some other side and pull that hook out. So we've got our wings. They're on the bee. I'm just flattening out a little bit. So, sorry. Look how cute this is. One eye is totally drooping and so much bigger. And the other eye, whatever. It's allergy season, people, and bees go through pollen all the live long day. So you have to expect them to have some form of allergies, right? Anyway, here's my bee. Oh, if my bee lives, I'm going to put this bee into that bee. Like, that's her Duncan, but it's going to be a bee and a bee. All right, you guys, let's see. Oh, thanks, Pamela, for liking the video. I'm so strong. Oh no, Sally's head. Oh, I cringe at the Nightmare Before Christmas dolls. Oh, thanks, Bramble. Yeah, this little guy is cute. I don't know, and if the bee doesn't make it, I'll put this on my desk. So I think E made me a little Dexter that I still have on the desk, and now I'll be able to put the bee. Maybe I'll put Dexter on the bee. But when you wash, everything is nice and stiff. When you wash your projects, it's going to become floppy. So it's gonna, unless maybe you can try drying it like this and spray some starch or something. That's a little extra. But here's my bee, you guys. I did it. So, I mean, this crochet live was fun. I'll think about what I would do again in a live. I have a feeling that I'm going to be doing some nail stuff for the next live. I'm not sure yet. I got to see what's coming in. But there you have it. Let's side by side. I can't with this. Anyway, for those that are not in this live, if you end up making this, comment below and let me know how yours went, what difficulties you had and all this and that. Thank you all for joining me today or whenever you see this video. I appreciate you all, and especially the people that are in this live. Thank you guys so much for joining me again. I think yours looks better than the picture. Oh, thank you. So mine has a swollen eye. I made this one a little too big. But yeah, thank you guys for showing up. I really appreciate it. It's another Good Friday to see you all here, and I'm looking forward to obviously the next lives to come. I have to film after this because I'm now back to my regular scheduled program on top of, like I said, I'm doing a really special set on my nails, so I got to strip them. I don't know if I want to put a video of that because I'm not a pro. I just remove stuff, and it's going to get messy and dusty, and I'm actually going to whip out my desk collector. I've been kind of skimping out on it because it's such a lot to put on this desk. But anyway, all right, you guys, thank you so much. Gives it character. Yeah, it's like, I don't know, twitching. I don't know. I don't know. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you guys next time. Love you guys. Bye.